Hello guys, this is Abel from Vouch Initiative International.
Yes, this is Gabriel Bosco National.
Gabriel, aside the CPU that helps the desktop to function very well, which other components can we find in the motherboard that also help the desktop to function very well?
Yes, that's a very nice question. We spoke about CPU in the last video. Yes, and with our old systems and then in the new ones we use these days, yes, there are other various components that comes together to play a very significant role in all what we see in our computer and our laptops and the displays that we have, how we process it, and the other component that comes into play. Yes, RAM is one of them. RAM stands as random access memory. Yes, it is one of the main components in the PC. That is what the CPU runs its programs on. Yes.
And how does the CPU get interconnected with the RAM?
Okay, getting interconnected with the RAM. RAM stands as secondary to the RAM, to the CPU. Yes, it helps it to access data from the hard disk drive, and then it runs those data on the RAM. Yes.
Okay. So, what types of RAM do you have?
Basically, there are two types of RAM. We have the sodium RAM, and then we have the SD-RAM. That is the small RAM we use in our laptops and other small devices. And then the SD-RAM is the RAMs we use in our system units. With the RAM, we have features, we have types with the sodium RAM and then with the SD-RAM. Okay, so that is when we have something we call we have the DDR, we have the DDR1, DDR2, DDR3, and DDR4, which currently most PCs are using as the DDR4.
Okay. Yes. Which of the RAM pins are 288? Which of them?
Okay, yes, that's a nice question. As I was saying, yes, with the DDR1, DDR2, DDR3, DDR4. DDR4 currently has 288 pins, and then with the DDR3 it has 240 pins. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You have the single-sided RAM and then you have the double-sided RAM too as well. Yes. But there's one big RAM too. There's one big challenge here. RAM, we have this other RAM we call that's the ECC RAM, error correction code. Yes. These RAMs are basically used in servers in big states, let's say governments. It helps RAM not to. It's very hard for you to lose a RAM. Not like very hard to lose a RAM, but it is very rare losing a RAM. Okay, so this SSD, that's the ECC RAM. Yes, in this big servers and other stuffs, it helps to correct whenever a RAM is doing what it's going back.
So if I get it clear, the ECC, you mean it helps the service. Like it finds it very difficult that there's something going to happen.
It corrects.
Yes,
error correction code. That's it. And not all motherboard support easy unless it is programmed to support that. Yes, not all of them also. Probably you have a system, you have a motherboard, you have a system running and think, because I've had an ECC, let me get to know. There is a specific motherboard that needs ECC RAM.
Oh, okay. So if I get you clear, the ECC RAM, it has a specific motherboard that installs in it. Okay. So if I may ask, the ECC, where can we locate it? Like let's say, in which organization that's
okay, basically it's just as the normal RAM we see. Yes, we have types in the sodium and then the SD RAM. It's just normally, but it has labels on it. Yes, normally the chipset on the RAM with the SD RAM and then with the double-sided RAM, you can, if you're counting them, I wish I had one to explain. You have 8 chipsets on each sided one, but with the SD RAM it's 9. It's included with that's one RAM that helps it to correct that's the error correction code. Yes, that's one chip that does that as well.
Okay, Gabriel, what are you saying?
Oh yes, that's very nice. So Basically, this is something we just came across. This is a very brief introduction we want to do. Anybody out there who doesn't have any idea of the RAM who wants to know, this is what we call the SD RAM. You can see on it that there are chipsets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the SD RAM. And this is what we call the sodium RAM. Basically, we install this in a lab. This is for laptop, small devices. Laptops RAMs are basically like this. We install this ones in system units, and then this one. RAMs are being kept in a very, let's say, in a very professional way. Yes, in installing RAM, you barely use holes here. Okay, we don't normally touch the pins. These are the pins we were talking about. These are the pins. These are the golden ones you see here. These are the golden pins. Yes. So we don't hold there. You don't touch there. Yes. You hold the edges and then you install it gently. You hold the edges and then you install it gently.
So, Gabriel, if I get you clear, installing a CPU, a RAM in a motherboard, we need to hold the edges.
The edges.
Right?
Yes. Edges.
This way.
Edges, yes. We don't touch the golden.
Okay.
So that's the pins. That is where it interconnects with other wires in the motherboard. So guys, that's very nice. We're very glad to share what we learned today to you. We hope to do more of this more often. And whenever we come across anything that we've got to know, we wouldn't hesitate to share with you. So thanks for joining us, and then we hope to see you guys again. Thank you.